Welcome to Vorldrevolution. Dear friends, today we will share a concept and example from the book Happy Money, The Japanese Art of Making Peace with Your Money by Ken Honda. Introduction. In the book Happy Money, The Japanese Art of Making Peace with Your Money by Ken Honda, the introduction sets the stage for a transformative journey in understanding and managing money. Ken Honda, a renowned personal development author from Japan, begins by challenging the conventional perceptions of money. He introduces the concept of happy money and unhappy money, which forms the foundation of his philosophy. The concept of happy money. Ken Honda explains that money is not just a medium of exchange but also carries energy and emotions. Happy money is money that is earned, spent, and received with a sense of joy, gratitude, and love. It flows smoothly and brings happiness to both the giver and the receiver. On the other hand, unhappy money is associated with negative emotions such as fear, stress, and resentment. This type of money often leads to financial anxiety and dissatisfaction. Personal anecdotes and examples. To illustrate his points, Honda shares personal anecdotes and examples. One notable story is about his childhood experience with his father, who was an accountant. Honda recalls how his father would meticulously manage the family's finances, but always with a sense of calm and positivity. This early exposure to a healthy relationship with money profoundly influenced Honda's views. Another example Honda provides is from his own life as an adult. He describes a period when he was financially successful but felt unfulfilled. It was only when he started viewing money as a tool for happiness and began practicing gratitude for every transaction that he experienced a shift in his financial well-being. Practical insights. The introduction also offers practical insights on how to cultivate happy money. Honda emphasizes the importance of gratitude and mindfulness in financial transactions. He suggests simple practices like saying thank you when paying bills or receiving money, which can transform one's relationship with money from one of stress to one of appreciation. Key takeaways. 1. Money is energy, understanding that money carries emotional energy and can impact our happiness. 2. Gratitude, practicing gratitude in all financial dealings to foster a positive relationship with money. 3. Mindfulness, being mindful of how we earn, spend, and receive money to ensure it brings joy rather than stress. By the end of the introduction, readers are encouraged to reflect on their own financial habits and attitudes. Honda's narrative is both engaging and enlightening, offering a fresh perspective on how to achieve financial peace and happiness. The 5 steps Ken Honda recommends for making happy money. In Happy Money, The Japanese Art of Making Peace with Your Money, Ken Honda outlines 5 transformative steps to cultivate a positive relationship with money. These steps are designed to shift your mindset and behaviors, allowing you to experience financial peace and joy. Let's dive into each step with examples and insights from the book. 1. Shift out of the scarcity mindset. Ken Honda begins by addressing the common scarcity mindset, which is the belief that there is never enough money. This mindset often leads to stress and competition. Honda encourages readers to adopt an abundance mindset, where they believe there is plenty of money and opportunities for everyone. Example, Honda shares a story about a friend who always felt anxious about money, despite having a stable job. This friend constantly worried about losing his job and not having enough savings. After learning about the abundance mindset, he started focusing on the opportunities around him and expressing gratitude for what he had. This shift in perspective not only reduced his anxiety but also opened up new career opportunities. 2. Forgive and heal your money wounds. Many of our attitudes towards money are inherited from our parents and past experiences. Honda emphasizes the importance of forgiving those who may have influenced our negative beliefs about money, including ourselves. Example, Honda recounts a personal experience where he had to forgive his father for his strict financial upbringing. By understanding that his father acted out of fear and lack of knowledge, Honda was able to let go of resentment and heal his relationship with money. This forgiveness allowed him to move forward with a healthier financial mindset. 3. Discover your gifts and get into the flow of happy money. Everyone has unique talents and passions that can bring joy and fulfillment. Honda encourages readers to identify their gifts and align their work with these passions. When you do what you love, money flows more naturally and joyfully. Example, Honda tells the story of a woman who was unhappy in her corporate job. She loved baking but never considered it a viable career. After some soul-searching, she decided to start a small bakery. Her passion for baking not only brought her happiness but also attracted loyal customers, turning her business into a success. 4. Trust life. Trusting life means having faith that things will work out, even when faced with financial challenges. Honda believes that when you trust life, you are more open to opportunities and less likely to be paralyzed by fear. Example, Honda shares an anecdote about a man who lost his job and was initially devastated. Instead of succumbing to fear, he trusted that this setback was an opportunity for something better. He used the time to learn new skills and eventually found a job that was more fulfilling and better paid. 5. Say arigato, thank you, all the time. Expressing gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform your relationship with money. Honda suggests saying arigato, thank you, whenever you receive or spend money. This simple act of gratitude can shift your focus from lack to abundance. Example, Honda describes a habit he developed of saying thank you every time he paid a bill or received money. This practice made him more mindful of his financial transactions and helped him appreciate the flow of money in his life. Over time, this gratitude practice brought him a sense of peace and contentment with his finances. 1. Abundance mindset, believe in the abundance of money and opportunities. 2. Forgiveness, heal past money wounds by forgiving yourself and others. 3. Passion and gifts, align your work with your passions to attract happy money. 4. Trust, have faith in life's journey and remain open to opportunities. 5. Gratitude, practice gratitude in all financial transactions to foster a positive relationship with money. By following these 5 steps, Ken Honda believes that anyone can transform their financial life and experience the joy and peace that comes with happy money. His narrative is filled with personal stories and practical advice, making these concepts accessible and actionable for readers. Bits of wisdom woven into happy money. One of Honda's first important discoveries is that those with more money aren't always smarter or work harder than those with less. He then goes on to say that the rules of money are always changing. This is crucial advice. Honda does not use his sites to advise you on how to invest your money. There's no pressure to invest in index funds, real estate, or hide gold ingots beneath your bed. But the lesson is clear: to amass a fortune with happy money, one must have one's head in the game at all times. Tax laws are subject to change. Buyer patterns and trade dynamics influence investment strategy. Many people's fortunes have been made or lost in the bottom of the 9th inning of their lives. The author skillfully combines the concepts of FOMO, fear of missing out, and the scarcity myth. We are constantly envious of other people's fancy cars, fantastic vacations, or back patio kitchen and pool. Thanks to social media bombarding us with just the best of everyone else's lives, what used to be a source of wistful innocent jealousy has evolved into a source of despair for many. When we combine our FOMO with a scarcity perspective, we lose sight of any concept of happy money. Those with an abundance mindset understand that money and wealth are not finite resources, as Honda and several other money gurus preach. Consider the following example: a new firm does not climb to popularity at the cost of another, otherwise the stock market would be stuck at 1,900 levels. Bits of wisdom woven into happy money. One of Honda's first important discoveries is that those with more money aren't always smarter or work harder than those with less. He then goes on to say that the rules of money are always changing. This is crucial advice. Honda does not use his sites to advise you on how to invest your money. There's no pressure to invest in index funds, real estate, or hide gold ingots beneath your bed. But the lesson is clear: to amass a fortune with happy money, one must have one's head in the game at all times. Tax laws are subject to change. Buyer patterns and trade dynamics influence investment strategy. Many people's fortunes have been made or lost in the bottom of the 9th inning of their lives. The author skillfully combines the concepts of FOMO, fear of missing out, and the scarcity myth. We are constantly envious of other people's fancy cars, fantastic vacations, or back patio kitchen and pool. Thanks to social media bombarding us with just the best of everyone else's lives, what used to be a source of wistful innocent jealousy has evolved into a source of despair for many. When we combine our FOMO with a scarcity perspective, we lose sight of any concept of happy money. Those with an abundance mindset understand that money and wealth are not finite resources, as Honda and several other money gurus preach. Consider the following example: a new firm does not climb to popularity at the cost of another, otherwise the stock market would be stuck at 1,900 levels. Living in the present with happy money. Honda's collection of lessons and tales subsequently stated that we must let go of previous failures and future concerns. We can only liberate our brains from the anxiety that puts happiness out of reach by focusing on the present, on the here and now. On page 41 of the book, it is clearly stated that happiness is not something that money can purchase. Honda claims that if we don't let money rule our lives, we'll be able to experience moments of happiness and contentment. But how can we put money where it belongs? What can we do to make our money happy? Honda, once again, will not advise you to pay off your mortgage or go for your education loans like a honey badger. Of course, many of you are aware that I will. Getting rid of these burdensome bills frees up your thoughts for other activities. Living modestly and developing skills to make more money speed up the process while allowing you to focus on what's most important: people. The book confirms recent research indicating a yearly income of $75,000 is the ideal level of financial happiness. Anything you earn beyond this level will only provide you with a small increase in your life's happiness. We hear about it all the time. The affluent among us compete for the greatest houses, the best plastic surgeons, the largest ships in the harbor, and so on, causing unneeded financial hardship. What is your money EQ? It's one thing to have a high financial IQ. Sure, you know how to make money in the stock market, or you've built a sizable real estate business. Have you mastered money EQ, though? Remove the technicalities of how to create money and concentrate on one's money habits. Honda effectively categorizes the characters typical of various money EQs in this portion of the book. We think of Mr. Money Mustache when we think of the obsessive saver, very thrifty individuals, generally offspring of divorce, who see money from a scarcity perspective. We Donald Trump when we think of the obsessive moneymaker, who spends every minute of their lives trying to make more money. There are some fun combinations too. The hoarder plus spender saves a lot just to spend it all on splurges. The spender plus money-making junkie makes a lot and spends a lot. The hoarder plus spender plus money-making addict, a stress-inducing cocktail. Walter White is a fictional character. Then there are some money EQ archetypes who aren't affected by money at all. Those who are unconcerned about money, money is only a tool. Then there are worriers, those who are obsessed with the risks that money, or lack thereof, poses. I like how Honda analyses our financial habits. There are several avenues where people get misled. The trick is to strike a balance. I was wondering as I read page after page if there was a single distilled key to making peace with money. Money is energy that is flowing all around us. That header is taken from Chapter 4, The Flow of Money, and it's quite vaguely riddle-like, which adds a mystique. This is where we get to the core of the happy money notion. Honda wants us to think about money in terms of physics. Consider how positive energy might be used to charge your money. With one easy strategy, you can increase your wealth and the rate at which you gain money. This is where we put aside our preconceived notions about money. Here's how to make peace with money in a nutshell. You must cultivate thankfulness and appreciation in your life in order to generate abundant, joyful money. That is the secret to success. Gratitude and admiration are two really strong words. Bring an optimistic outlook to life's game. Show your gratitude to people. Show your thanks. These habits will attract money to you. Happy money, and happiness, will stay elusive if you chose to sit in a corner, fearful of the world, with a scarcity mindset, and dread others who don't share your values. Let's face it, expressing thanks after a string of negative interactions isn't easy. However, after you've taken the initial few steps, the rest of the process becomes much easy. Don't worry if your gestures aren't completely appreciated in return. You fulfilled your obligation. Feel at ease in that. Conclusion. Happy Money is more about your relationship with money than it is a self-help book about how to handle your money. It touched on some pretty interesting issues, such as how many of us have deeply established financial views and thoughts that we picked up from our early experiences with money. According to Honda's belief, your connection with life will reflect your relationship with money. I liked how he talked about being appreciative of money that goes out and money that comes in, as well as the importance of having a healthy and positive money mentality. Thank you for listening. I hope this content is useful to you. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support our team.